What's good, guys? I'm Dave, and in this video I'm going to share what I think could be the best chicken shop in Denver. I realize that is a very huge statement, so let me slightly qualify that. I think that this is at least the best fast casual quick serve chicken in Denver, but it really could be the best. I'm talking about a small place called Chook on Pearl Street in Platt Park. According to their website, Chook is short for chicken in Australia, and apparently in Melbourne there are small chicken shops in every neighborhood in the city. I've never been to Australia. I was supposed to go a long time ago, but didn't end up going, so I'll just take their word for it. And that's what they're recreating here at Chook, that Melbourne local chicken shop with a Colorado twist. It's basically bomb-ass chicken cooked over charcoal with locally sourced, super flavorful sides. The location that most people know is on Louisiana and Pearl, but they now have 3 different locations, including one at Stanley Marketplace. Also, before we really dive into the video, if you have a different favorite chicken shop in the Denver area, definitely add it to the comments to let more people discover it. So let's get right into why Chook might change how you feel about rotisserie chicken and maybe even chicken in Denver forever. When it comes to restaurants, eating healthy and affordably often don't go hand in hand. There are obviously places like True Food Kitchen, Chipotle, and Marta Market, but sometimes you just want something to switch it up. Also, if you have a friend who's visiting you or you're new to town, sometimes it's not super exciting to go to a chain that you've probably been to somewhere else. One of the founders of Chook is Chef Alex Seidel, who's one of the top-rated and best-known chefs in the whole Denver area. He's won a bunch of different awards. He's also the owner of Fruition and Mercantile Dining and Provision in Denver. If you're at all familiar with his food, he's really big on that farm-to-table, locally sourced vibe, and he definitely brings that to Chook. Another co-founder is Adam Schlegel, who happens to be the co-founder of Snooze, so these guys definitely know what they're doing when it comes to restaurants. So with this super team of co-founders, they've put together this restaurant where you can get awesome food at regular people prices that's super high quality and locally sourced, and that's part of why it's one of my favorite restaurants in Denver. So Chook is doing high quality food with all of those great buzzwords, local, sustainable, and everything like that, but really, they just make some bomb-ass chicken. When you walk into Chook, you'll immediately smell the charcoal, and if you know rotisserie chicken, you might start anticipating that you're gonna get something like what you could get at Costco, Safeway, a Vegas buffet, or a Boston market. I'm not hating on these rotisserie chickens, they definitely serve a purpose and you know that your dog loves them too. Prepare to have your mind blown. This is some of the most flavorful, juiciest rotisserie chicken that you've ever had in your life. The texture is soft but substantial. It's not kind of gross like if you sous vide chicken at home, and if you have, you know what I'm talking about. The texture is just really, really good. In general, I'm absolutely a fried chicken person. If there's grilled chicken or fried chicken on the menu, I'm probably going to choose fried chicken 9 out of 10 times. But if there's a really good fried chicken dish on a menu and a Chook chicken on the menu, I'm probably gonna go with Chook more often than not, and that's a big statement for me. Ever since it opened, Chook has had incredible reviews from people, and before I went there, I was a little skeptical because I do love myself some fried chicken, and I was wondering how good could rotisserie chicken really be and how different could it be? The first time I had Chook, I was actually a little bit confused because I think my brain was expecting that same old rotisserie chicken, and this was on a whole nother level. The flavors alone are just so good, and that alone is worth the quick serve price of admission to Chook. If you're enjoying this video so far, please give it a like to help more people discover great chicken in Denver. Now back to the video. While Chook's chicken can absolutely stand alone, and it is really good on its own, they also make some really good sauces here, even some sauces that you wouldn't necessarily think go with rotisserie chicken, like chimichurri, which is my personal favorite sauce here. So whether you're in the mood for some gravy, some spicy sauce, or some barbecue sauce, they have you covered at Chook. You can order whole chickens or half chickens here. I think you can get quarter chickens too, but I fully understand that not everybody wants to dig into the bones and get right in there super primal into their chicken. It gets messy, it's not necessarily the easiest food to eat, and it's certainly not really elegant if you're on a date. So if going a little bit primal on your chicken isn't really what you're in the mood for that day, they also make upscale salads and fancy sandwiches that you can use to also get some of that chicken in your mouth if you don't feel like going full on Game of Thrones with your food. So whether you want to go simple and just enjoy the chicken as is, or you want a different way to get that chicken in your mouth, they have a bunch of different options here that helps expand the menu and keeps things interesting. It's a pretty simple menu, but the great part is that the bomb-ass chicken at Chook is pretty much in all of the main dishes. We live in a world where French fries, tater tots, and a really depressing side salad are super common at restaurants. The good part is that at Chook, the sides are actually a really nice step up from what you'd get at a place like Modern Market. They still have the classics, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, potato wedges, and things like that, but they switch it up with some roasted vegetables, some seasonal dishes, and they also have some more interesting things like stews. So while the sides here aren't huge, they are really flavorful, unique, and they're a really nice complement to some of the main dishes on the menu. And if you're having one of those days where you just need some vegetables in your body because you haven't eaten one in a long time, maybe you went on a trip to like Nashville or Texas and you haven't had vegetables in a while, they also have full-size salads that also have the chicken in them, so you can get those as well if you need your vegetable fix. The chicken is absolutely the star of the show at Chook, but the sides are also a nice way to keep things interesting and prevent things from getting boring. If you're not in a particularly healthy mood, you do you. Get the mac and cheese, get the mashed potatoes. The awesome part is that all of the sides at Chook are really flavorful. They're made with high quality ingredients that feel like they should be in a pretty nice sit-down restaurant. Chook is not necessarily a healthy restaurant, nor is it an unhealthy restaurant. It's just a place where you can get some really good chicken and eat however you're feeling that day. So if you haven't been to Chook yet, definitely check out one of their locations soon. I'll link to their website in the description so you can check out the menu and find something that looks good to you. Since you've made it this far, please give this video a like to help more people find good chicken in Denver. Maybe share it with your chicken-loving friends. Thanks so much for watching, and go enjoy yourself some Chook soon, and maybe I'll see you there.